Hi guys, and welcome to another beer review. Once again, going back to the von Freude brewery. Big shout out to the guys involved in the brewery for giving me the opportunity to try some interesting beers that I've had so far. So today's beer is the Sonnenöl number 2 Saison, which is of course a Saison. Dry hop Saison. This Saison, brewed with Enigma hops, I Still Know What You Did Last Summer. Clocking in at 6.2%, and I think this is, don't know if the story is this is the second batch of this beer, or if it's a different recipe, because it is number 2. So I don't know if, each one, when it's brewed, will just be labelled number 3, number 4, number 5. So apologies about the lack of information. But the information I can tell you about this beer is it's coming in at 6.2% ABV, with a IBU count of 50, wheat malts, barley malts, Enigma hops, and then Saison yeast top fermenting. Now I'll quickly read you what it says on the product description, and like I said, you can check out all that information on the von Freude website. I think it's great that they're actually telling you what goes into the beer, and I think a lot more breweries need to be involved in doing that sort of stuff. So Sonnenöl is our series of Saison beers. The ale yeast strain from Belgium ferments complexity into beers. Along with a fascinating hop from Australia, it offers an impeccable fruit experience. The taste is tangy with a hint of spice. Saison 2 wheat and barley malts build the foundation of this ale, a lovely creamy white cap and a soft mouthfeel. Intensive dry hopping with Australian Enigma caters for a rich palate-tickling experience. The warm fermentation underlines the yeast's typical profile: phenolic, spicy, rich, and with a hint of herbs. The Enigma hop creates a flavour of red berries and tropical fruits. You want a taste of the Caribbean? Did someone mention barbecue? This is a crossover of IPA and dry hop Saison. Sounds good so far. Grilled salsiccia, kimchi, and chocolate ice cream are perfect companions for this beer. And this is a limited release, so I am guessing each time they brew it, they'll raise the number up and maybe slightly alter the recipe, I should say. But yeah, first things first, it's a break from the regular von Freude stuff. In terms of artwork, and I really dig that artwork. Not too sure who actually did that illustration. I will find out and put the link down below, because the art of brewing isn't just what's in the beer. I've had so many bottles of really just beautiful looking beers, and yeah, you've got to praise the artists who make these beers in the bottle look so damn appetizing. So anyway, let's get this beer opened. Nice little hint of can smoke there, not too much. Ooh, it smells good on the neck. Definitely get the IPA characteristics on that nose. And beer is pouring. I'm just going to put it all in. Got a bit of a bigger glass for this one, so I can actually pour it all in at once. And there we go, get all of that nice goodness, because I think pretty much all of their beers are bottle conditioned, which, is always a good thing. So, beer in a glass. It looks way darker on camera. It's a really nice hazy, orangey sort of colour, what you would expect from a Saison. And if I give it a swirl round, you can see a nice amount of sediment floating in there, nice little chunks. Not as much as I thought there would be, actually, but that's not a problem. But yeah, sort of orangey, slightly pale, slightly like a burnt orange almost. Not too intense, but they're lighting in this room. It's pretty much the only room that I can shoot these without interrupting other people in the in-laws apartment, well, house. And yeah, beer poured with about half a finger's worth of foamy, slightly off-white, I'm going to say, head. And yeah, it looks really nice in this glass, actually. So I'll give it a swizzle and then give it a sniff. Well, I got a lot of IPA characteristics, those tropical, fruity, hoppy notes, but When you pour it in the bottle, and I think it's because I've mixed it all in and just poured it straight into glass, you definitely get those Belgian sniffing notes. Sniffing notes, that's not the proper technical term. But yeah, slightly wheaty, getting a little bit of hint of banana. A little bit more spicier, as is the case, 9 times out of 10 from my experience with a Belgian, saison strong ale. They do sometimes have like slight characteristics of a German wheat beer. But yeah, you do definitely pick up. And I've only ever had the Equinox hop once before, and that was in the Duvel. Is it the triple hop or single hop series that they do? And yeah, it's got like sort of like a spicy orange sort of aroma to it. Not too citrusy. There's a slight dankness there as well. Slightly almost buttery as well, like a flavoured butter maybe. Sort of like a very, very faint garlic butter. I know that sounds weird, but that's, what I'm getting in my head. But then you've got like a candied sort of orange aroma. And you can pick up slight IPA tones in there as well, but you definitely know that this is going to be a saison. It smells really, really nice. It's not bursting out of a glass, but what is there is absolutely gorgeous. So anyway, enough of the babbling, let's get tucked in. Cheers. Straight away, I'm getting like a fermented fruity sourness there. Not sour as in like a Goes or, one of the many sour beers that are being brewed now. It's not going to make you cringe or, your face scrunch up, but it's definitely there. It's a nice little kick right up front, which is nice. Then that goes into a sort of leafy, grassy, coriander, herby sort of slightly spiced note as well. And then that sourness and bitterness kicks back up again on the back end. For a crossover of an IPA and a saison, I predominantly get the IPA characteristics on the aroma and to an extent the look of the beer. You do slightly detect like typical like tropical IPA tones right in the background, but you are predominantly getting those saison characteristics. That's slightly spiced, slightly creamy. That's probably where I was getting this like whole garlic butter, herb butter sort of characteristic from. But yeah, it's not as intense or as overpowering as some saisons can be, and it's again a style that I've had relatively little experience with, but what I've had, some of them, they can be a little bit too domineering in terms of this sour spicy note. But this is a really nice balanced beer. Well, I say balanced, you do predominantly get these saison, but those IPA characteristics in the background complement that perfectly. And it's a nice smooth beer. Light carbonation just helps that beer just go down. Leaves you with a nice dry finish, so you want to go in again. But you don't want to take too many big gulps. I mean, it's only a 6.2%, but it's got that like, it's so like strong in its flavours, where you want to take your time and savour it. And I think the name of the beer is Sonnenøl. Well, the Øl part is the Danish word for beer, and Sonnen, I think, is, if I'm right, well, Sonne is sun, and Sonnen is sunbathing, so it's a sunbathing beer saison. Perfect for summer. Absolutely perfect. And yeah, it's definitely, out of the 3 von Freude beers that I've tried so far, this is definitely the best one. And I'm not the greatest fan of saisons, but this could be the best saison that I've tried up to this point. Really damn nice, nice tingly. I like that sourness as well, that slight sourness on the palate that leads to a dry finish. It's just, I know I've taken up 10 minutes already giving a very bad description of this beer, but I could spend ages. You know, this is a beer that you talk about with friends. You know, it's complex but not too confused. It's robust but not too overpowering. And there are many things going on, but they work well with each other. And yeah, a really, really solid beer. Easily a 9 out of 10 from me. So if you've tried this one, and of course the previous incarnation of this, let me know your thoughts and opinions. What are some of your favourite Von Freude beers, if you've tried any? Because like I said, I think Thirsty Cambridge, I'll put that contact information, I'll put that in all of the Von Freude videos, because this is a brewery that you definitely should check out. It's a breath of fresh air. They're a bit more organic, they're a bit more intriguing, they're taking, you know, the core ranges that we're seeing from all craft breweries, but at least doing something different with them. And that's what I like, and it's very, very exciting for a person like me who is still relatively young in this whole craft beer movement, just to try some really exciting beers. And yeah, this is a fantastic one. So if you ever get the opportunity to try it, do so, because I think you'll really, really enjoy it. So it's a 9 out of 10 from me. Check out my Von Freude playlist for the other reviews that I'll be doing of this brewery. Even the beers that that I can still pick up that haven't been sent to me, I'm definitely going to go pick them up, because what I've tried so far has been damn good. And I've still got 2 more that they sent to me, and then there's a couple more, like more limited and seasonal beers that they do, which I will be, you know, when that opportunity comes, I will be picking up. But yeah, this is a nice little beer. So thank you guys for watching. Thank you for sticking around for 12 minutes. I apologise for waffling on. Fantastic beer, fantastic little brewery as well. Check me out on Facebook, not on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Subscribe for more beer reviews, and until the next time, see you later.